Jung Kook recently revealed all of the tattoos on his arms, confirming the allegations about them all. People are protesting the soldiers because they injured Jin at the camp. Then there is the report that someone is quitting their label. Make sure you're subscribed, and let's go. One of the more intriguing record labels is unquestionably YG. Being accused of using artists to hide their own problems makes them one of the most contentious organizations. The speculations and purported hypotheses range from rushing an artist's return or debut too soon, as though they didn't have enough time to properly organize or rehearse, resulting in a poor promotion rollout. Theoretically, YG does this only to deter the media from reporting on the company's unethical behavior. By the way, this is simply a rumor, and it frequently doesn't work that way. It was claimed that the V and Jenny's incident was intended to conceal the bullying scandal involving Big Hit's new group, La Seraphim. But did that strategy succeed in that instance? Even yet, the ensemble faced a lot of criticism. Anyway, tales from the YG gaming owner, or utilizing the proceeds from the artist's show to gamble, then reportedly using Blackpink or another act to hide it. Additionally, all of them are simply tales because, as I've mentioned several times on this channel, we all know the people involved, and the media is excellent at making a dead object look alive. Despite how legitimate the narrative may sound, I will treat the CEO with the same respect I do when artists are implicated in controversies. But because of this, YG could be viewed as controversial. Within YG, there are frequent discussions over talent retention. And in essence, this refers to how long an artist will remain with the company. Since they are bound by a 7-year contract, they really have no choice except to stay or quit. They can choose to remain. But once it's finished, do they decide to continue or end it? Additionally, labels may significantly encourage artists to stay by organizing and publicizing significant events following the contract expiration date. The artist will therefore feel under pressure to renew the contract in order to complete those significant activities in order to avoid disappointing their fans, because it has already been stated. And the artist can experience a lot of backlash if they decide not to renew and the label scraps those plans. And labels have ways of also locking artists into bad deals because these artists sign their contracts with their parents obviously, but they sign them when they're like 15 and don't know anything about the industry. Parents typically don't know anything about the industry if they're not in it and don't even know where to find a good entertainment lawyer to better negotiate these things. So for this reason, a lot of artists who either don't care about the previously mentioned big plans, or they just had enough, will often move on to another label and negotiate a better deal for their career. But essentially, they have to deal with fans of YG who were also fans of the group. Ultimately, fans calling the group a traitor or not being fans with the group anymore because YG family, and you betrayed your family. Let me explain. It is anticipated that Daesung and Taeyang would both leave YG and sign with the Black label. There aren't many musicians on this newer label, and YG is their parent firm. Teddy, who is still one of YG's top producers and still works with YG, is the owner and founder of the Black label. Maybe YG would feel like the Black label was competition if it was like, oh my gosh, 2 of our legendary stars from Big Bang keeps leaving for this other label. We have to get rid of them. Therefore, you wouldn't employ your rivals. Also, Teddy then wouldn't want to work for YG as that would hurt his own label. So my theory is there's no issue. Big Bang members going to the Black label might still get help from YG. And Wikipedia says that there is association between the two. So headlines saying they're leaving YG is not entirely accurate. There's been a lot of crazy stories recently. I think one of the things I could not get over was this idea that Jung Kook actually performed at the World Cup or FIFA. That is something that is still hard for me to process. But of course, it's true. And just recently, a behind-the-scenes video of the event was uploaded to YouTube. In it, we saw everything that had happened leading up to it, including Jung Kook making the music video and preparing for it. They shot the music video's behind-the-scenes footage. As much as we prefer to believe that superstars simply perform spectacular things without feeling anything, this was a truly enjoyable film to watch. However, seeing these films makes it clear that Jung Kook was ecstatic and aware of the significance of the event. With one of the scenes from this episode, Jung Kook was fully covered in tattoos. I mean, this seems strange, right? It actually resembles a fan ate it. I've never even seen his arms, really. I just don't know what they look like. Therefore, I would have accepted the possibility that his arms were made of metal or snakes. However, it was amazing to see how many tattoos covered his entire arm. seems very odd to me. He doesn't even display his arms when we go to bed together, despite the fact that I am his wife. He doesn't either when he takes a shower. I'm just perplexed now. But no, the reaction was overwhelmingly positive. The tattoo artist for Jung Kook shared all of his work on Instagram, but we weren't really able to view it in its entire context with Jung Kook's physique and other things. Furthermore, it's challenging to determine everything's precise location from those pictures. But now that we can see it in the film, anyone may sketch him on t-shirts and other items. Everything is located where you know it to be. There are suspicions that Jin's images from the military camp were not officially shared or were posted without HYB's consent, and they are recent shots despite the fact that this was posted more on purpose because HYBE did not censor Jung Kook's arms here. And that's what I want to talk about. Let me start by saying that I don't believe the pictures I'm going to show you strictly violate anyone's privacy or have any problems. If you think this is the case, feel free to click the dislike button, post something offensive on Twitter, and then go on. I don't care. Jin now reports to the military and the government, kind of like HYBE would be if Jin were to depart. I think these shots are good overall. However, now that half of the internet was split on whether or not to even look at these photographs, the other half was discussing Jin's treatment. I saw nothing wrong with this course of action. In my brain, I cracked the joke. Why is my royal spouse doing peasant things like lugging a chair? And I imagine that's what the majority of others did as well. But instead, they were furious, claiming that it seems the military is overworking him. You acquired all of it through him moving seats. His mother presumably tells him to bring such chairs for his aunt and uncle when he visits his family. And then the hashtag on Twitter, Jin has a bad mom. She overworks him, starts trending. He is okay. He likely knew in his head when he decided to go that you would be engaging in additional physical exercise. In all honesty, bringing chairs is far less dramatic than I had anticipated. Additionally, I don't believe Jin would be pleased if he learned he was receiving preferential treatment. Therefore, he ought to follow the example set by others. A soldier assisting with setup or whatever else he's doing is completely expected. And if we're setting up for something, we all do at least this much, so I'm not sure. There has been a little bit of overreaction, in my opinion. More so, other individuals said that Jin just seemed exhausted. It's 2022. We're all worn out. Look in the mirror. What's working well? Please be truthful. But he's not even wearing makeup, really. He almost never appears without makeup on. And makeup experts are obviously quite good at hiding dark circles. It can be unsettling to witness an idol with bags under their eyes, dark circles under their eyes, or any other basic human flaw, and worry that they could be ill because they usually appear so rested. But that picture is not accurate. And in truth, idols may seem human, have pores, occasionally appear fatigued, and have all of those characteristics. I genuinely believe that Jin has put in twice as many hours of traveling as he has throughout his training. Not to minimize enlistment, but from what I understand, you sleep when in camp, but not when you tour. They guarantee it, putting everyone to bed at the same time and turning off the lights at 9 o'clock. As a result, he is likely better rested today than he would be if he were traveling with BTS. Below, as always, if you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to be notified when we upload new videos. Make sure to click the notification bell button. Thank you for watching my video.